Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions Laugh-In Special number 2. We've got a jam-packed show tonight. We've got some great comics. These are good friends of mine way back in the stand-up comedy days that I've worked with, and these guys are funny as heck. Some of them you may have seen on TV. So let's welcome them to the show. Here we go. We got Steve McGrew. Welcome, Steve.
Hello, how are you? So great to be here. What a beautiful piano behind you.
Yes, I know. You know, you two can make millions on YouTube.
So good to be here.
All right, and we'll bring up our next comic, John Novosad, all the way from Boulder, Colorado.
Hey, you guys.
John.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing great. It's the old gang here from way back in the day.
We're getting the band back together.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I moved my piano out of this shot, but
but you still have a record on the wall, I think.
Yeah, it's a Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, Volume 1.
Yeah. I've got that. I have it hanging in my bathroom. I'm not even kidding.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew this, Art or John, but I ran into Bob Dylan at an airport a few years ago.
Wow.
And you guys know that I named my son Dylan after Bob.
That's right.
And so I ran into him and I said, I don't mean to bug you. I'm a big fan. Could I get your autograph, from my son? And he's like, sure. So he puts the pen and paper like this, and he sits there for a second, and then he goes, how do you spell it?
That's hysterical.
Yeah, and then he waited an awkward amount of time, and then he goes, it's a joke. And then he wrote, to Dylan, best wishes, Bob Dylan. And I have that framed with that album.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
But
he knew what he was doing. He zinged me, He
That's
made it
so
an
funny.
awkward moment.
So, Steve, out of all of us, you've been doing this for quite a long time. You started back in the late 70s, didn't you?
1970.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah. I think John and I might have started about the same time, though.
Pretty close. I think I started either 79 or 80. I'm saying 80, but it was right around there.
Yeah, October 79 for me.
Wow.
Mine was August of 84. So, but you came out of Houston, didn't you? So there were a lot of big comics out there. Sam Kinison, Bill Hicks, Steve Epstein.
Sam Kinison actually talked me into leaving my day job and doing comedy full time. So I have to blame most of my life on Sam Kinison. But John, you were doing it when I got here. Like you were already one of the top guys here.
Yeah, I started off in Denver. I live in Boulder and started off in Denver. And I started before the Comedy Works opened. There was, I don't know if you guys remember Basins Up.
Yeah.
Which was like a jazz club that was just like a half a block from where the Comedy Works is now. Mm-hmm. And they did comedy there like one night a week. It was more of an open mic. But and I had started in Boulder right around that same time. But that's where I met a lot of the people that are still doing comedy from Denver. That's where I met Steve, was in Denver doing that. And yeah, I came in on the ground floor of the Comedy Works.
Yeah, I got here just as Comedy Works had opened across the street underground, where there still are forever.
Right.
And I'd already I moved here in 84, and I'd already been doing comedy for, a few years, but I signed up for New Talent Night. I didn't tell anybody I'd done this before. And so after my New Talent spot, Ed Nichols and what was it, Don Becker. Yeah, both of them were like, hey, you've done this before, haven't you? I was like, yeah. But I didn't want to put any pressure on it. So they were like, you want to come back again? Yeah, So it was a way to get in the door without having to be like, I am a comic. I deserve to be on this stage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started at the old comedy club down on Hamden.
Oh, McKelvey's.
Yep. Started there. I think a few months after that, then I started going down to the Comedy Works downtown, and then I was like, I would do one club one night and the other night, and about a year or a little over a year, I made the schedule at both clubs, so that was kind of cool, and that was the the beginning for me, and I did it for 25 years. Retired from comedy 10 years ago, but I did a little bit of humor on my drone channel, and I get invited to other drone shows because they all found out, hey, he's a comedian, he's funny.
Yeah. So this drone channel, I know you have a drone. I saw that you lost one time.
Yep.
Did you ever find it?
You mean the one that landed on that guy's roof?
No, it was out in the woods somewhere.
Oh yeah, that was a year and a half ago. Never found that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Now
Nope.
I have a drone myself. I have a Phantom 3. And
Awesome.
yeah, it's a nice drone.
Yep.
I had it for almost 2 years before I ever attempted to fly it because I wanted a drone, but Janet bought me that expensive. It's expensive, how that thing is, and I was afraid to crash it. So I got really good at flying it on the simulator, and I thought, all right, I'm gonna go attempt this, and I crashed it. So I broke the blades. Got some new blades.
Okay.
And I kind of learned to fly it. I take it to the mountains, do some shots now and then.
Cool.
Well, not long ago, I'm flying my drone here around where I live, and for whatever reason, I don't know this about drones, but it said it lost signal and it took off. It took off by itself. It just took off flying. And it was just flying away from me. This expensive drone, I had no control over it.
Right.
So I just hit the power. I shut the power off and let it just fall.
Oh.
And it took me 2 days to kind of track it down, and I found it on top of a school. It was, one of the blades was broke, but I did find it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Don't get lost in like a bushy area because you'll never find. And that's what happened to me. Now it sounds like you got the Phantom 3 standard.
Yeah, standard. Yeah.
Okay. Now if you have gotten the Pro or the Advanced, that has what's called light bridge technology. If you will lost the signal after a minute or so, it'll return to home.
By itself.
Yep.
Well,
now I have a Mavic Air. Love that. I had a Phantom 3 Advance. That's another one that I lost. And then I've got a Rise Tello, which is another DJI product.
And John, if you don't know these drones that he's talking about, losing this is like losing $300.
Yeah.
$400. Just losing it.
It's weird because I have a drone story. Excuse me. I went for a walk in the woods and was in a real bushy area, and I found a drone. I'm just kidding.
I thought you were like, wow, is this going to be one of those magic moments where he gets
found Art's drone. No, that's it. I just made a joke. But no, $300. I mean, that would be weird to see it fly away and just disappear.
You thinking that's it? I thought my money is gone. It's just gone.
Boy, that'll make your butt pucker. Oh, geez.
Well, I have never been able to fly it. Well, I did it once where I let it get out of my sight and I flew it by the screen, just by the screen. Mm-hmm. but I felt so nervous about it. I wasn't comfortable. So I rarely now ever let it fly out of my sight, you know.
Well, we got to do some flying together, Steve.
You could teach me how to do it right.
Yeah, that's right. Here's my newest purchase. I got a couple of weeks ago. Now this is a racing drone. This is yeah. You need the goggles and a transmitter for this. You put a camera on the front so you can see where you're going. I got this on a police auction website. Got a really good deal for it.
Well, John, did you know there was a police auction website?
Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Go ahead.
Have you ever thought about shopping off a police
auction website?
Well, yeah.
If I could buy some of the evidence, I definitely would be willing to do it. But I have a question for you, Art. Why do you have to wear goggles with that drone?
Because with the racing drone, it gives you the view that the camera is looking at.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought it was like some weird protective eyewear.
What do you think Art was getting on the drone and speeding it like an X-wing fighter from Star Wars?
Yeah, I thought it was going so fast, debris was flying off to protect your eyes.
Now what happened to Kid Dave? We had Kid Dave Miller there for a second.
Yeah, I think he just gave up because we were having some weird, funky audio stuff with him.
Well, he said he was going to go try to find his laptop, but
yeah, so maybe he's still doing that, and the link is still good.
Okay.
So, yep. So, yeah, I've been flying a drone for a little over 2 years now, and I'm FAA certified, so I can make money with it now.
Yeah, you could be one of those guys that go around and the realtors hire to fly the drone around the house and property and stuff.
That's what I'm trying to do, but these guys are cheap bastards. All right, so let's see if we can get Kid Dave working this time.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Dave!
How you doing, Dave? We got a clear picture, but no sound.
I would just like to take a moment to say I'm FAA certified also. So
are you?
Not. No, these are jokes. Shows you I'm a little rusty.
Dave looks good for 72 years old, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Now's our chance to make fun of him. Go for it. Go for it, John.
I don't know, Dave. I don't think I've ever met him.
You don't?
He's out of Texas. I've worked with him a couple times on the road. That's where I met him. I think we worked did we work in Amarillo or was it Albuquerque, Dave? And he's a sketch. So this gives me a chance to say hello to the people in the chat.
John are upside down.
What was that?
On my screen.
See, they've just never been able to fix the glitches in these group calls.
Yeah. All right, I want to say hello to my niece April Pohl, 400 Mel 400 AGL, Mitch, old guy in a drone. We got Timeless Truths. Jody Drone Shots is here. Sean Geetsvana, all the way from jolly old England, is watching us.
Oh, pip pip cheerio.
Yep.
Oh, we lost Kid Dave.
There we go. Now what's going on, Dave? Maybe you might. He's going to do.
Hey, Dave, do you have any grandkids that can fix it for you?
I don't think he can hear us either.
Yeah.
Somebody's starting up some Jimi Hendrix.
Good. My phone
That's
is
just
my
feedback.
internet connection. And so I think what people.
All right, so we may get another comic coming on in a minute here. So I just sent him the link. I'm still waiting for John Pinny. He's not really tech savvy, so we'll be lucky if he gets on.
Yeah, I got weird eyes, so I got to get really close to see.
Me too. I got to move up. So let me ask you a question, Art, about this program that you're actually using for this.
Right.
That is this seamlessly connects with Facebook and other programs, or how does it?
Well, I have it set up for my YouTube channel. And I think you could also use this for Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you sent me the link, I was like, I don't know this thing. I Googled and like, oh, this looks fun. So I thought, yeah, you can get up to 6 people in here. It says.
Yep. And if you subscribe, it's something like $20 a month, and then you can have
that's too much money.
On here.
You can have a whole bunch of people if you pay the $20 a month.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get like about 100 people on one of these. And then we're just going to do.
There you go.
One word improv.
Well, we'll just start one of those things where you go, I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Exactly.
And then the next one kicks in the perfect harmony. And then another one says, I'd like to.
Steinway here.
That'd be
we're waiting for Mark. Nope.
This is actually pretty cool. I did a Instagram live last night.
Oh, cool.
And one of my pals it lives in Hawaii, who's on Hawaii 5-0. He does Cousin Flippa. He joined in on the chat. He just happened to be online and joined in. And like, we sat there for 40 minutes and just, it was like, hey, how's Hawaii 5-0? How was it? What was it like filming? When McGarrett was going to quit, why didn't you take his place? Oh yeah. Do you ever watch Hawaii 5-0?
Yep.
Yeah. Cousin Flippa is the cousin of the guy that runs the shrimp trunk.
Oh, yes. The other big guy.
Yeah. He's a radio DJ in Honolulu. That's how I know him.
Right. And he's quite a singer, too.
He's a very good singer.
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. He's pretty darn good.
One of the things he told me last night is he had just gotten home from filming, recording music for Magnum PI. So I said, oh, are you going to do like a crossover thing? And he goes, well, fingers crossed,
Cool. And, one of our old comedian friends did an episode of Hawaii 5-0.
Who's that?
Tom Arnold.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And he actually got killed in it. And when he got killed, I'm like, yay!
Yeah, Tom got after me on Twitter a while back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like, oh, McGrew, I've known you for years. You're smarter than this. Why are you posting that? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll save that for my Sunday show, Steve.
Yeah.
I do a conservative talk show on Sundays.
John,
go ahead.
I was going to say, your computer looked good. You kind of moved it there for a second. We got a room shot.
Yeah, I was trying to see if my phone was on vibrate. I don't know if it is. So if I get a call, I'll have to go. But I just wanted to say I was a DJ in Honolulu for a while myself. So another lie.
You were? How did... I'm starting to figure out a pattern here, John.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a room shot.
Kid Davis, did we find him? Are you in?
He's there. He's just not moving.
John and Steve are upside down. That's okay.
John and Steve are upside down? Wow. Well, that's not the first time I've been upside down.
This is so... It's weird watching him.
How's the
Yeah, it might be that backwoods
How's the
internet
pandemic
thing.
treating you?
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
Mine's on because I'm way out in the sticks.
Hey, Kid Dave, you sure got a pretty mouth.
I don't ever use my laptop for Facebook. I just do it on my phone.
Hey, Dave, do you have an Ethernet cable? Maybe you could hardwire that in right into your modem. Maybe that might speed up your. You're probably using Wi-Fi, and we're getting a lot of lag from that. I know we're getting a little technical here. Doing some computers. What's an Ethernet cable?
Well, it looks like we see just not getting audio.
Okay.
So I don't have a modem.
Yeah, but with the cell phone, we were getting really funky audio going. Hey,
what are you?
We got someone else here. Another man from our past, Sam Greisbaum. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Old Timers Comedy Show here.
There's a rogues gallery of faces I haven't seen in a long time.
No audio out of Sam.
Is there no audio on me yet? Hang on.
We hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
See, the bottom row is silent. That's what.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Sam.
Let me get that adjusted. Oh.
There you go.
Well, there's a motley looking bunch.
Hey, oh my God, we got a full house. It's Mark. Nope, all the way from Toledo or downriver Michigan, actually.
Toledo. Hello, Mark.
What's going on, Steve?
Good to see you.
Good to be seen finally. I kept tapping on the screen here. I didn't know I had so many little passwords I had to file and tap and check and hello, testing.
Yep, we hear you.
Yep, we hear you.
We hear everybody except Sam and Kid Dave.
Well, I hear Sam. Dave is kind of choppy, but
hang on.
Apparently, all that tapping and passwording, that was all worth it on my end then, wasn't it, Steve?
Oh, it's gorgeous. And I don't know what kind of Vaseline you used on your screen, but you look so young.
Well, I'm not sure, Steve. Compared to you, I might be.
Yeah, I know.
How many candles on your cake now, big guy?
A fire department cake.
You have hit 60 yet, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I was just kidding. Okay.
No,
I'm 62, so I thought I had you by a few years.
Oh,
wow.
No, I have you by a year.
Oh, okay.
You don't look 62 either. I was kidding.
How's that go, Steve? You might have me by a year, but you also got me by 1.5 feet of hair. So
this week.
And I just got 3 inches cut off of it. I'm not kidding. 3 inches cut off.
Good grief.
That's what she said.
Yes,
hello.
Yeah, I was going to be like John Novosad and just let it grow and never cut it again.
Yeah, I had 3 inches added the other day.
Yeah, my wife had talked me into like never cutting my hair, just like let it go and just be like the the Oak Ridge Boys of comedy, just let it be the super long hair. And I thought, yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
And then one day I kept realizing I'm sitting on my hair when I'm driving, and I hated it. So
oh wow.
I don't have that problem.
Sam has sound.
Yeah, it disconnected me, and then I had to hook back up. But I guess now my mic's working.
Cool.
Awesome.
Now, back in the day, I used to have hair as long as Steve.
Back in the day.
Art.
Yep.
Come on now.
Yep.
That would have been dragging on the floor.
Well, this is just like real life. Everybody's working except Kid Dave.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, Sam, are you on a phone?
No, I'm on a pad.
Oh, well, if you take your pad and go this way, then we can see more of that
there you
dirty
go.
face.
You fell
Yeah.
into the.
There you go.
Because of where the thing is set up, then you get all the chins. So I was trying to flip it so I didn't look.
Always shoot up higher.
Yes.
It's trying to look like trying to avoid looking like Jabba the Hutt, but that's not working so good. So
there you go. That's
now look at Novosad. He stood up and backed up, and he's like a full shot now. Yeah, it's up. It's good.
Down.
no, man, he just stepped back so he could do bong hits where the rest of us wouldn't see it. You know.
Exactly. I just go off there. Bam,
you guys from Colorado, do you remember how it used to be when people would go, "Oh, you live in Colorado? Oh, I'm so jealous. Do you ski?" And that's all it used to be. And now it's like, "Oh, you're from Colorado? Oh, how high do you get every day?"
Yeah.
More than a mile.
Yeah. But that's all people think about Colorado anymore. It's not about the mountains or how beautiful it is or skiing.
Or hey,
great
John
hiking.
Elway.
Yeah, it used to be that. Do you know John Elway? And now it's like, hey, do you know where the nearest dispensary is?
Yeah.
Back in the day, people used to ask me if I got high, even when there wasn't legal weed, or how high I got. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody would get confused like that.
Yeah. Well, look at us. When I'm on working the cruise ships, or I'm down in Mexico or one of the other Central American, I can't tell you how often I get, hey, psst, buddy, you looking for the stuff? You looking for some like? I don't hear anybody else around me with shorter hair ever getting asked, but it's like, hey, psst, psst, hey, buddy, hey, you need something?
Cozumel, Cancun, Costa Maya, every time. Hey, Mr. Whiskers, you want to buy some pop, man?
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, and I got to tell you guys, a bunch of you guys are from Colorado, most of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
The only bone I got to pick is I started in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Back in '86.
Oh,
and the thing that always
we met. Yeah.
What's that?
That's probably where we met.
A good chance. And either that or maybe it was a deposition in Oklahoma. I forget. Anyway.
Oh God.
I was going to save that for my closer, but you gave me the opportunity, Art. No, but the thing that always blew my mind, I lived in Albuquerque for, I don't know, pushing about 4 years back in the 80s. And all my life I hear about, Denver, the Mile High City, Albuquerque's at virtually the same elevation. Yep. I think just Denver just had a better publicist. I think it's bullshit.
Well, yeah. Well, we were a better city.
Yeah. and Denver is the capital, where Albuquerque isn't. Santa Fe is the capital, and it's 2,000 feet higher than Denver.
I actually got offered at one point, was talking to a radio station about going to Albuquerque to work, and I thought, I can't live there because I can't spell it. Can anybody actually spell Albuquerque correctly?
ALBUQUERQUE.
Bingo.
There you go.
Is there a trick to it, like the MI crooked letter I crooked letter?
No. The trick is just realizing I don't want to go there, and that helps me recognize.
Oh my God, you guys are brutal.
Well,
you guys are brutal.
I love Albuquerque.
Hey, McGroot, you don't have to worry about spelling Albuquerque. You don't have to worry about spelling Albuquerque. You just have to worry about them spelling your name correctly on the check each week. That's all.
That's true. That's true.
Or actually getting the check each week.
I'm sure you guys as comics, every one of you, even Novosad, have always had trouble with somebody getting your name right and wrong on a sign. Like I've seen mine, Steve McGrew, McGreevy, McGreen, McGraw. I mean, like people don't even pay attention sometimes who's even coming to the club.
Yep.
Steve, a good example of that was just a few years ago. There was a new club that had opened up in the Detroit area, and on their flyer, my name was spelled MikeCanop. No idea how they got that.
Yeah,
No
Oddly
idea.
enough, they
Yeah.
almost always get Greisbaum right, which has always been a mystery to me.
Wow.
For
well,
me,
did they spell it BOMB or?
Oh, I've had people try to spell it that way, but they always get it right on the marquee. I think because I guess if it's on the headshot, they can copy the headshot. Okay.
Yeah.
they always get my name right, but they screw up my middle name, which is Albuquerque. So
Albuquerque.
yeah,
There you go.
come on.
Yeah,
So John,
right.
John, do you still use the name Hippie Man at all anymore? Or?
The only time I was Hippie Man for 20 years, and then I went back to my real name. The only time I do is like some clubs will still bill me as Hippie Man when I go out on the road, or when I used to go out on the road. But like the Des Moines Funny Bone bills me as Hippie Man, so I'm like, I'm not going to tell them, hey, go back,
Yeah.
But I don't
not doing-
actively use it.
Are
What's
you
that?
not doing the road like you used to?
No, I was doing quite a bit of road work. I'm just saying now, it's all
Oh, right now.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I was talking to an actor friend of mine the other day, and he was talking about not being able to work. All the studios and stuff are shut down, and I go, it's the same for us. I mean,
Yeah.
Whatever cruise work is out, so I can't fill it with club dates because the clubs are out.
Right.
I mean, we are really this group is just really screwed.
Yep. And I work. I'm a blue collar worker, and I don't even know if I'm going to be going back to work on Monday because Colorado is on this stay-at-home order.
Yeah, I think most of us, the comics, Sam, Mark, and John and I, whatever, and Kid Dave too, are out for at least 2 months.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking at everything and projections that thinking 2 months.
Well, I've been out for longer than that.
I run a hang glider.
I'm semi-retired. I've been working on Tommy's Garage TV show in Houston, a couple other projects in Houston, but I'm not doing clubs, corporates, or cruises anymore.
Oh, you're not?
Nope, I'm full on retarded.
Are you living in Houston now?
Well, south of Houston. I'm about 40 miles southwest of Houston, right on the Brazos. Married a gal from down here and moved down here 15 years ago and been having a blast ever since.
Yeah, because that's where I grew up, down in Houston, down in Pearland, Texas.
Yeah, I'm not far from Pearland in Lake Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Lake Jackson.
Yep, Lake Jackson.
Did a gig there many years ago. Place called Chevy's.
There's nothing here now.
Boy, that cleared the room, didn't it?
Didn't it? I was waiting for Sam to go, nope, it's not there anymore.
They closed the day after I gigged there.
Well, Danny Martinez had a great room.
Oh, he did. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there off of Fuqua.
I got to step away for just a second, Art. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've done shows all over Texas. I've been to Amarillo, Lubbock, San Angelo, Waco.
Sounds like someone who's been booked by Marty Schilling at one point in their life.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Nacogdoches and Denton, Texas. Yep.
Or what was the other guy? CB that was doing those.
C.W. Kendall?
C.W. Kendall. That was
yeah, he was out of Shreveport, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Yeah.
You'd always hear people doing. I'm doing a Kindle run.
Yep. It's like a Tribble run, a Yoda run, a Gisser run.
I did some Tribble stuff and a lot of Yoder stuff. That worked for someone down the southeast, and I was working a lot in North Carolina and South Carolina, Georgia. Back in the day, remember Comedy Zone?
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a bunch of those for.
That was back when it was Creative Entertainment, I think, right?
Yeah.
Brad Greenberg.
Yep. Was that before he got sued by Carrot Top?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. John, did you ever work for Brad?
I did a little bit, but surprisingly enough, I was also sued by Carrot Top. So I'm just kidding. I wasn't really sued by Carrot Top, but I did a little bit of that Comedy Zone stuff.
Because he touched his carrot bottom.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, hey, that's not a prop.
Yeah.
Hey, now.
My favorite of this chat is just looking at Kid Dave looking around the screen. He's just
So
we've got that one guy that's like,
Hey, Kid Dave, if you can hear us, raise your right hand.
look.
Nothing.
Oh,
there we
yeah!
Yeah. It's only a
Wow.
20-second lag there.
It's real choppy. I can't.
He's on.
It's not real
PSL.
time.
Yeah.
I agree. Whatever you said, I think it's right.
John Novosad,
Mhm.
are you from Colorado, from Denver area?
Yeah. I live in Boulder, and
Okay.
Denver is my home base.
You're another one of those
John?
guys who I saw his name around for years and years and years, but I don't think we ever crossed paths or actually worked together.
I don't think we have either, but I used to go to Albuquerque.
Ah! Look at Dave!
Whoa!
That's a screenshot.
Oh God.
That happens a
You'll
lot to me on these streams, these live
There goes
streams.
my numbers.
Ah!
Boom, right up.
Wow.
That
Oh,
might have been Sam doing it for Dave.
Yeah,
What I do
yeah.
this time?
They're in the same room. We just don't know it.
Uh-huh. No, Mark, Novosad was one of my favorite comics. When I first moved to Denver, he used to make me laugh so hard.
Oh, thanks, man.
Because I've told you this before. That salvo joke, I used to just die all the time. He had a joke about dropping what was it, salvo tablets to get high, and
Right.
nobody even knows what those are anymore.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
But
why
yeah,
every once in a while you have to go back through your act and go, now I need to change that reference. The joke will still work, but I have to change the reference.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I mean,
for sure.
until someone else named Lorena cuts off their husband's dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple
If we
of
could
there's a
just
couple
elect
acts out there
another
still
Reagan,
doing Lorena
I'd have-
Bobbitt. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We just
Or you
elect
could-
another Reagan. I'd
Yeah.
have so much stuff that was relevant again.
you just changed presidents' names.
Who was it? I think Gerbino one
I'm
time
not
was
a
doing
crook.
Reagan jokes like 6 years into the Clinton administration.
Oh yeah, yeah. I won't drop names, but I worked with a couple of guys in Los Angeles just not too long ago that were big names, like on Johnny Carson, like guys that we looked up to, and you're like, you're still doing a Mr. T joke. You're still doing a.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool.
I pity the fool.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
One of my jokes that has already, I had to change it to, I used to think about my parents telling the same story over and over. So I go, just wish you could just pop them on the head, not to hurt them, just to make the needle skip on that record. And then the joke started to fade because records weren't around. And I realized, then I started saying, pop them on the head so the laser will skip on the disc. It started to work again.
Yeah.
And now records are
There you
back.
go.
Now records, so I can actually, it's come full circle. I can actually do the joke again.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for Mr. T to get popular again.
It's going to take a little while. First, we got to bring back bell bottoms, and then get out of that again, and then Mr. T will come back.
All right, I'm a patient man.
Somewhere there's probably a church dedicated to the return of Mr. T that we don't know about.
Oh,
Probably
that would be
Boulder.
awesome. One day he will come back and save us all.
Yeah.
I pity the fool that don't pray to me.
As long as they
Well, I am happy to see
Jack-
I pity any virus that tries to corona my ass.
Listen here,
happy to
face.
see- We're all referencing Mr. T, and no one has dug out an Arnold Schwarzenegger reference yet. So give it time, man. Give it time.
Well, kid Dave did go with "I'll be crack" back there. So.
Yeah, man.
Where is Kid Walk when we need him?
Kid Walk. Yeah. Hey,
Whatever happened to Britain? Mark Britton.
I'm not sure. I have not seen anything.
Yeah, I haven't either. God, there's a blast from the past. I worked with him in it was Jolly's in
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that guy that used to own Jolly's? He was such
Gary
a good
Grant?
guy.
He lives in
What was
Colorado Springs now.
Does
Gary
he?
Grant.
Gary
I see him on
Grant.
Facebook.
Gary
regularly.
Grant. Yeah, he had the bar across the street and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
that. Was the best gig.
It
Oh
was.
yeah, and then they moved into that theater in
Yeah,
the mall.
the theater wasn't
That was
good,
the
but the
last
original
time
room.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
that
fifth
was the
season
last
in,
time I
2 meals a day, 2 free drink tickets. You had the flat track car as a comedy car if you flew in, and he'd leave the keys in the ashtray, and that thing would fly. I tried to buy that car off of him 2 or 3 times. Every time I came in, I'd take it in, get the oil changed, and see if it needed a tune-up. But yeah, that thing would move.
Well, that was back in the days when clubs gave you cars.
Yeah.
You know, remember Salt Lake City had a car for you? There were several clubs that had comic cars.
Right.
I think it was right around 89, 90 when it changed from, oh, we're so glad you're here to oh, so you're the assholes this week.
Please don't, and please don't talk to our waitresses.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And no straws. If I see you drinking from a straw, you're fired, and you'll never work here again.
Yeah.
But didn't any of you guys ever wonder, like you'd come into a condo and you'd see like a slice of pizza stuck to the roof, and you thought, now how does this guy ever come back? I don't know who was here last week, but how do they not figure this out?
Rick
And this
Hearn.
guy never comes back.
Well, Steve, I have to tell you, my first year, when I saw that piece of pizza,
Yeah.
I'd look at it and go, it doesn't look that old.
I don't have to leave the condo tonight.
Saying, come on. That's pizza already delivered.
Yeah. There you go.
My favorite experience talking to club owners is when they would tell you about the guy that had come in that had taken all his money out in draws by Friday night, missed the first show Saturday. They had to bail him out of jail Sunday morning, and Sunday night he did the show, but he was all pale and pasty and sweating like crazy. And I was like, my God, well, obviously that's not good. He's not coming back. Oh, no, he's going to be here in a month. He's really funny.
Yeah. but Novosad, that never stopped you, did it?
No, I'm still working.
Yeah.
I got dates now, even with the band. I'm like, I'll do it, man. Give me a car and I'm gone. And a piece of pizza. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you.
Dave's just having a blast, isn't he? Yeah, I wish he'd calm down a little bit.
If anything, Dave should just pick up his laptop and walk around and show us the woodsy area he lives in.
Hey, Dave, show us your
No. Don't show us anything, Dave.
No. Show us your. He's not a hang glider pilot, please. He flies ultralights. So,
What you got there, Dave?
That's the brush he cleans his butt with.
Wow.
Toilet paper is scarce.
That's why it was. Hey,
Oh, he's really going to give us a tour. Look. Watch the sound will kick in.
Oh, wow. Kid Dave, is that all yours?
My front porch.
Or does it belong to God?
Yeah, but he doesn't have a piano like I do.
Yes, true.
Thought I saw
Well, I
a
got
drone in one of
That's
those
my
trees.
palatial estate.
Art's showing off his piano, but I'm not going to show you my organ.
Oh, that's what she said.
And we have the first dick joke. The first dick joke. Someone should be writing these things down.
Hey, Kid Dave, show us in the woods where you bury the body.
I think he might have there. Oh, he's back now. Okay. For a second there, I thought Dave might have exceeded the limits of his broadband.
Well, he did that by walking out the front door.
Yeah, here in Texas, cell service and Wi-Fi are like if the guy on the 10-speed that has the antenna gets too far away from you, it just all drops out.
That's out the back
Now,
door.
is Kid Dave still like down in what, Chattanooga?
No,
Yes.
he's in Texas. now.
Knoxville. Kid Dave's in Knoxville, isn't he?
No, I think he's in Texas now, last I heard.
Looks like Tennessee to me from the outside shots, but what do
Yeah,
I
there
know?
you go.
It looks like a scene from 48 Hours.
Yeah. Hey, I think I
47,
still,
45.
Kid Dave,
is that your
Chad-
Kid
still?
Dave, show your left cheek if you're in Tennessee and your right cheek if you're in Texas.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Did you say Chattanooga? Hang on, he's going to call us on his landline.
He's got those kids he's tied up screaming.
Oh, he left the room. They're not going to be screaming long.
How'd that duct tape come off?
Yeah.
Hey, while we're all here,
Yeah.
Steve McGrew, I just want to, you probably don't even remember this. This is probably going back 20 or so years ago. But there was a time I was cruising through Vegas. You were working up at the Maxim.
Uh-huh.
And you said, "You're in town? Come on up. We'll hang out." Do you remember this?
20 years ago, maybe not.
Exactly. But just to let you know about well, kind of this one of those brotherhood stories kind of thing. I mean, we worked together a few times on the road, blah, blah, blah. Yep, exactly. And you invited me up and you said, "Hey, while you're here, one day a week, the general manager of the club here and I always go out to happy hour, grab some apps, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you join it?"
Yeah.
And then I hung out with you guys for a couple hours. And the funniest part about the whole afternoon is we're all sitting there. The three of us are sitting there and we're eating wings and potato skins and what have you. And next thing you know, I leave to go use the bathroom. The boss leaves to go. Steve McGrew leaves. All of a sudden, the guy leaves again. McGrew leans over. He goes, "You're in." I go, "What? I'm in where? What am I in?" He goes, "He's going to book you." I go, "What do you mean he's going to book me? He's never seen me." He goes, he goes, I brought you in and he likes you. He's going to give you the okay and he's going to book you. And it was just like something out of The Godfather, out of the Casino or Goodfellas. It's like Steve kind of made me okay that afternoon. and the guy called me, followed through. And what you got there?
Chattanooga. Okay.
Chattanooga.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you, Kid Dave.
Peace.
Sadly, though, right after the guy had called me, he then followed up with a phone call to tell me that the Maxim was going to be leveled and was going to close, and the club was going with it. And, never got the date, but you did me a super solid that time. I remember that, Steve, and I always appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. That was Bill Volkner. Bill Volkner was the guy's name.
Yeah, I remember it was Bill. I couldn't remember his last name.
He produces Mac King show in Vegas now. That's what he does.
Oh, okay.
At Harris. That's what Bill's doing now.
Oh,
But,
okay.
And the place you're talking about was called Z Tejas. That's
Oh,
where we went to. That's
Yep.
That's where we used to always go. It was his favorite place to go eat. Z Tejas. They had the best happy hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did anybody else ever work for Sharippa?
Oh yeah.
I wanted to. What?
Yeah. Sharippa was the best man in my wedding when I got married in Vegas.
Wow.
He cracked me up, though. Because you get your check the first night, and if you hadn't cashed it by the third night, he wanted to know why.
Yeah. Because he was wondering why the money wasn't coming back to the casino.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Cash your check, spend some money.
Yeah, I actually talked to him not long ago. I went to New York to do a show, and I contacted him, and he goes, I'd love to come see the show, but we're filming tonight. You know, he's on Blue Bloods now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I go, dude, I go, you're more famous than anybody you ever booked at the casino.
Which is weird, because usually it's cocktail waitress becomes the club manager. It doesn't usually happen that club manager then becomes more famous than the comics.
Yeah.
It's a twist. It's an M. Night Shyamalan kind of thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever watched Blue Bloods or any of the stuff that he's ever in.
Yeah,
he's really a good actor. I'm surprised. I told him that. I go, it's really natural. And basically, he's playing himself.
Exactly.
That's what.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do any of you guys? Did you ever try to do any acting? I mean, I've done a little bit, but I find it's hard to memorize lines that I haven't written.
I agree. I've done some, not recently, but I used to, when I still lived in Detroit, I used to do some commercial stuff, and most of it was without lines. Most of it was just montage shots where you're part of the main scene.
Yeah.
But I only had a couple where I actually had lines. Done some VO work. In fact, you talk about having a tough time doing lines you didn't write yourself. Of course, VO, you get to read it. It's scripted in front of you. But I've got one guy who produces commercials here in Toledo, and I do some occasional work for him. And we've gotten to the point now where I'll do a read for him. We'll break it down. He'll give me some direction. And then after we pop it out, at the very end, he goes, okay, now give me a Knope read and just do it yourself how you want to do it, And then I'd say at least 50-50. Half the time he ends up taking the Knope read.
Yeah, they're looking for the personality, basically.
Yeah.
I do some voiceover work around here, and I'll do it like 20 times and send them the rough. I don't even try to produce it. You just, like, here's the line said in several different ways, and y'all figure it out. And then I had one guy goes, I took half of one line and half of another one.
Yep.
They build stuff now.
Have you guys, any of you guys ever heard of a syndicated radio program called Gun Talk?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. It is
Chris Gresham, isn't it?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for about 2 years, just going back a couple of years ago, about 2 years, I was the voice of Ruger handguns in their commercials. And
awesome.
for another year, I was the voice of Liberty gun safes. And I basically got that gig because the guy who produces the show, the guy who owns the show and hosts the show, was a gentleman you mentioned, Sam. I think he's down in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. Louisiana or Arkansas, I forget which. But the actual show through phone lines and internet, et cetera, is all produced up in just outside Toledo at a studio here. And he's the same guy that produced my second CD. And he just had me come in and do some VO work over the years. And after the first couple times I did spots with him, he goes, you're easy to direct. And I go, what do you mean? And he goes, well, I've got guys that have been doing commercials for 30 years here in Toledo, and they'll do a run through, and I'll say, okay, could you emphasize this and back off on that and blah, blah, blah. He goes, we'll be in there for half an hour, and I get the same read every single cut. And I look at him and go, dude, I go, we both want to get out of here. We get paid the same if it takes us an hour, if it takes us 20 minutes. Let's do it in 20 minutes.
What kid they say? I'm acting right now. Yeah. And then there's Novosad and guns. And the only thing Novosad knows about guns is being shotgunned by a joint, I believe.
Yeah. Well, and this is a great time for me to plug my syndicated talk show called Bong Talk. So I hope you guys will tune in.
When's it on, John?
You have to check your local listing. You know? It's all over the place.
When's it on? Hey, John, when's it on? It's on when you go, psst, dude, it's on.
It's on.
When you say bong, you've said a lot of things nobody else.
Yeah. Exactly.
When you say bong.
So,
yeah, I've listened to Gun talk. I think the irritating thing down here in Texas is the voiceovers that they have for the local radio are just god awful.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's a guy that owns a business trying to do it himself, and he's just horrible at it. And so come on down because we're running a special, and you can meet me and the whole family. And they really need to get somebody to actually take direction.
Except for, who was your guy down there who would save you money?
Oh, that's Mattress Mac.
Furniture
yeah.
Mattress Mac.
Yeah.
Incredible guy, too.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible guy. During the floods, he did all kinds of stuff for folks. He's doing all kinds of stuff for folks during the COVID clampdown.
Is he still alive?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's
okay.
old as Methuselah, but he's still coming in every day and working on what he can do to help folks. Bless his heart.
Hey, Mark, you remember Ollie Fretter?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll give you 5 pounds of coffee if I can't beat your best deal.
That's right.
Yep.
I went through Royal Oak schools when I used to live in Michigan, and
Right.
Ollie Fretter went through Royal Oak schools, and it's amazing. There were a lot of celebrities that went through Royal Oak School. Tommy Dorsey went to Royal Oak schools. Glenn Fry, bunch of people there. Tim Allen, he went to Seaholm High School.
Birmingham, yep.
Birmingham. And
Yep.
you remember Marty Clubba. He was the little guy on Pirates of the Caribbean. He went to Athens High School.
I did not know that.
Yep. His parents used to own the stationery store in Royal Oak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're making Kid Dave sad with all this talk of education.
Yeah.
Look. He sees his face. Look at him, like, huh? Why y'all bragging about school?
You're talking about books and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's book learning.
Have you guys seen the video where the guy is, you know what relaxes me? Petting my dog. And he's got that chihuahua.
I didn't know where you're going with that at first, Art. I didn't know that you were quoting a commercial there for a second. I thought you were just freewheeling it. After seeing Kid Dave's ass, I wasn't sure what relaxed you, Art. So
for a minute there, I'm thinking, well, Pornhub is free. God only knows where we're going with this one.
It is, and then he goes to pet the chihuahua, and it tries to bite him over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like my wife.
Now,
dude, McGrew, I don't even want to hear anything. You so outkicked your coverage on that one. Man.
Yeah, we all know. Everybody in this room knows a woman likes a sense of humor.
Yep.
If you can make them laugh, they'll forgive you for your shortcomings.
That's a lie, though. They want a sense of humor till they're married to you for a while, and then it's always, can't you take anything seriously?
There's the chihuahua. Look. Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
This is Doodlebug the Terrible.
And Steve?
Yeah.
Steve, if I may, I'd like to pass along my condolences and just let her know that I really feel bad about the unsuccess of her LASIK surgery. So...
Yeah, and I want to allow her to put glasses back on. So,
on her, on you.
No,
you wear those big ones.
That's
what's that? Larry the Lounge Lizard, or what character? Which character wears the glasses?
Oh, Liberal Larry.
Liberal Larry. I'm sorry.
Liberal Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liberal Larry, by the way, if you guys don't know, this character that I do has become actually a little bit of a liberal icon. All the memers that the big stuff for Trump they're sticking my character in backgrounds of their videos.
Yep.
Because they're all like, he's the ultimate liberal. He's the great. I've become like the Pepe, the frog for the Republicans. Larry's little face has become like the symbol of liberalism. So it's kind of funny, you know. I'm actually when I get done here,
I captured that screenshot for you of the Animal House video. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, that was great because they're sticking me in all those kind of videos like that.
Are we keeping you up? All right.
Not making any money. Like my wife goes, well, how much money they giving you for nothing? I do it for free. I do it for America.
It's for the people.
For the people. Yeah.
Now, what does she do, Steve?
My wife she works in an HR department for one of the world's largest explosive companies.
Ooh, Acme?
No, it's called Orca. They're an Australian company, but they do explosives for mining and road construction and avalanche and anywhere that they need something blown up. But it's kind of, she has to go through the ATF and her HR department that she works for. People have to pass those kind of tests and stuff. Yeah, and she works. She works here in Colorado, but they're like 20 miles outside the city, way out in the country. In case, boom!
I need something blown up.
Yeah.
My career.
Yeah. Apparently, Kid Dave's computer just blew up.
You guys. Hey, Art, as much fun as this has been, I got a couple of calls I got to follow up on, my friend, so I hate to bail.
Thanks for coming by, and
I had a great time.
Great seeing you. Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm getting a 10% blinking on my phone because I'm not plugged in. So
yeah, I got to get going too. But thank you so much, Art.
All right.
John Novosad.
Very much.
Nice to see you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Sam.
Everybody.
Good seeing you guys.
It was so nice to be here in the Brady Bunch credits.
Yeah.
Art, thank you.
Bye, you guys.
Peace.
All right. Peace out, guys. See ya.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Vaya con queso. Cheese be with you.
All right. Well, Sam, now it's just the two of us. Wow. That was fun.
Darn, I didn't even get a chance to ask McGrew if Dolly Parton smelt good.
Well, you know what? You gotta follow this guy on YouTube. His name's Ken Heron, and he's got a drone show. Thursday nights he does a live stream, and his show is a hoot. He's when he first started his show, he had Dana Williams from Diamond Rio as his co-host, and now it's grown into this big thing. He's got like 111,000 subscribers, and now he's doing it full time after he got fired from his radio show in a little podunk town in Tennessee. And he's a hoot. He is naturally funny, and he's a great entertainer. And the videos that he does are just top of the world stuff.
Keep an eye out for me. We're starting a podcast within the next couple of weeks for Tommy's Garage, and of course, there's Tommy's Garage on the Nudu app, which you can find on Roku or Fire Stick.
Right.
I'm gonna have to head out myself because I've got a yard to mow.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We did a little over an hour, which is good. I'm glad you guys all showed up. I'm going to do another one on Monday. Now I'm starting to run out of comments to bring up.
Well, hey, give me a holler. I'll pop in. I'll wear a funny mask or something.
There you go. All right, Sam. Well, thank you very much. Take care. And
sure thing. Best of health, Art. Stay inside.
All right, we'll do.
I'll talk at you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, well, that was a fun show, guys, and I'm glad a lot of you stayed in the chat, and I think the most we got was 6 people. And I think this was one of the better shows. Funnier. It was lively. It was very interesting. So, Kate Cadby, thanks for. I'm glad you liked it. It is a great format. Just wanted to do something a little different. Bring on some of my old friends from way back in the comedy days. Steve McGrew is just flipping funny. If he's ever in your town, you gotta see him. The last time I saw him was 2 or 3 years ago. I went with some friends of mine and just I came out like, oh, my sides are hurting because I laughed so hard. This guy is flipping funny. So thanks you folks for coming in. I'll see you tomorrow on my regular show. So we'll be back to doing the regular thing. I hope Ashley enjoyed that little muffin doodle bug. And that's cute little dog. So maybe we'll see him again on Monday. Take care, everybody, and stay inside and stay healthy. See you. Bye-bye.